What is of supreme importance in war is to attack the enemy's strategy. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. When truth is replaced by silence, the silence is a lie. We all have the beast in us, Bill, and it is up to us to control it. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. Your words start to lose value when your actions don't match. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear. Then he will be amenable to your will. Accept our own thoughts. There is nothing absolutely in our power. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Verily, knowledge is a lock, and its key is the question. If freedom is short of weapons, we must compensate with willpower. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. We humans are more concerned with having than with being. If you're treated like a puppet, find a new ball of string. Life is not measured by what you have. It's measured by what you give. I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. Look for the good in every person and every situation. You'll almost always find it. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. Glory resides in the hearts of those you inspire, not in fleeting moments of fame. One who has few must prepare against the enemy. One who has many makes the enemy prepare against him. Earth's crammed with heaven, but only he who sees takes off his shoes. There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into, but hard to get out of. Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. We're going to aspire to break through and create our own reality. If water derives lucidity from stillness, how much more the faculties of the mind? We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. In fact, the truth cannot be communicated until it is perceived. We destroy in assumptions, but we do not build in possibilities. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. The surest way to make your dreams come true is to live them. It is said we learn more from our failures than our successes. All shall be done, but it may be harder than you think. Loving yourself is required for authentic relationships. It is hard work and great art to make life not so serious. I don't want life to imitate art. I want life to be art. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. The petty thief is imprisoned, but the big thief becomes a feudal lord. To shine your brightest light is to be who you truly are. Just let it be. If it's meant to be, it will happen. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. Like the sun and moon, they end but to begin anew. Like the 4 seasons, they pass away to return once more. A frog in a well cannot conceive of the ocean. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. Success is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. Sand lines my soul, which is filled with the breath of the ocean. Never get bitter. Life is a medley of good and bad ingredients. If the world is against the truth, then I am against the world. Life provides chances to open your heart all the time. We don't have to defeat any individual but our own self. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. Most often, you don't own your own mind. You borrow it from society. The heart's memory eliminates the bad and magnifies the good. Man is an animal who has to live in a lie in order to live at all. Be like seeds. Do not see dirt thrown at you as your enemy, but as ground to grow. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. You have made the moon, the jester said. That is the moon. No matter how good you get, you can always get better, and that's the exciting part. A praise war in terms of the fundamental factors. The first of these factors is moral influence. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. You can be anything you want in the world. Just don't become a prisoner of hatred. And when all the wars are over, a butterfly will still be beautiful. I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me. It was the truth, and like any truth, it was powerful. Don't look to the approval of others for your mental stability. Some people look for a beautiful place, others make a place beautiful. To touch the soul of another human being is to walk on holy ground. To succeed in life, you need 3 things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. I think it was the institution. I was trying to master it. He who pursues fame at the risk of losing his self is not a scholar. All the fish needs is to get lost in the water. All man needs is to get lost in Tao. Don't be afraid to say I don't know and seek knowledge from others. I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. Feel your emotions. Live true your passions. Keep still your mind.